Yesterday we have discussed about while loop. Okay, this is the repetition structure, and this repetition structure is having three important phases. First thing is क्या क्या चीजें आपको जरूरत पड़ती है. What are the things associated with while? First thing is initialization. Second is condition, and third is increment. Okay.
Sir, are you sharing your screen?
Okay. It is not shared now. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. So this is our structure of while loop. Okay. Initially it starts with initialization, then while condition, and then number of statements to be executed, and then iteration. So what is initialization? Suppose you are working on particular condition I, then I must be initialized. I is equals to 1, 0, whatever. Then start writing while, okay, condition if I is greater than or equals to 9. जब तक कि I is equals to greater than 9 नहीं हो जाता है, तो ये तो इनफाइनाइट लूप में चले जाएगा, ये प्रोग्राम टर्मिनेट हो जाएगा. लेट मी शो यू रियलिस्टिक कंडीशन. यस यस यस, नो प्रॉब्लम. So initially we initialize with 10, this is negative loop, and then iteration is I minus minus. How do this program work? Fine. So let me show you again writing the block. So suppose I am writing a program for printing table of 2. Table of 2. This is our program. So initially I think include will be there and void main is also there. I must start with integer I. Okay. Then starting with I equals to, because it is table of 2, so it must be initialized to 1 or 2, whatever you want. Suppose I had initialized it with 1. Okay. Then this is our initialization in while loop. Initialization. Now condition while I is less than or equals to 10, जब तक कि I की वैल्यू 10 तक नहीं आ जाती है. Fine. Then statement to be printed, print f slash n, okay, percent d, oh, percent d, then comma, and what is the value of this? I multiplied by 2. Okay, I will show you how it will be executed, and then iteration I plus plus, return 0. And this program is started from here and end over here. I had not written main, you must write it. Okay. Sorry. Now how this program will be executed? This is our memory, this is our processor. Okay. And then while condition, while is, what is while condition and what are the iterations? So this is our I, and this is I is less than or equals to 10 or not, and this is our printf statement. Okay, so initially it starts with this statement, this. So in memory I will be created for 4 byte. Now initial value of I is 1 in second line. Okay, then come to while I is less than or equals to 10. So whether this condition is true or false, just tell me. Initially the value of I is 1. You know that I is 1. So here I is 1. 1 is initially the value of I is 1. Okay, or just put 1 here. Okay, this is just first condition. Now I is 1. 1 is less than or equals to 10. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So here I am writing agreement. Okay, so this is true. Then it will print. What it will be print? It will be printing /n. From new line it will print %d. And here in the value of %d, what will be the printout? So I multiplied by 2. Okay, so what is the value of I? 1. 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And actually this is the processor step. Yeah, this multiplication is coming under processor. I had written here, but it is little bit complicated. Now next statement. Oh my god, next statement. I need space for next statement also. So let me erase this thing once again. Yes. So initially I is there, I, then the condition while I is less than or equals to 10, and then printf, and then I plus plus. Okay. Fine. So initially the value of I is 1. Initially the value of I is 1 while I is less than or equals to 10. Yes or no? 1 is less than or equals to 10 or not? Yes. It is
Yes,
true.
sir.
Now it will print. What it will print? I multiplied by 2. Okay. So what is the value of I? I multiplied by 2 is 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. Fine. And I plus plus. Now the value of I will be incremented. So what is the value of I? It is 1, and now it will be 2. So now the value of I is 2. Fine. Then it is checking whether I is less than or equals to 10 or not. Yes, it is less than or equals to 10. Then what is the value of I? Current value of I is 2. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. And then the value of I plus plus is 3. Come to 3. 3 is less than or equals to 10. Yes. Now 3 multiplied by 2 equals to 6, and this will become 4. Then come to 4, and then 4 multiplied by 2, it will give you 8, and this is 5, because I plus plus, I equals to I plus 1. What is the meaning of I plus plus? I equals to I plus 1. Okay. Now the value of I will be 5. Yes. 5 multiplied by 2 equals to 10, then 6. Yes. 6 multiplied by 2 equals to 12. 7. 7. Yes, it is less than 10. 7 multiplied by 2 equals to 14. 8. 8 is less than or equals to 10. Yes. Then 8 multiplied by 2 will give you 16. And then 9. 9 is less than or equals to 10. 9 multiplied by 2 will give you 18. Then 10. 10 multiplied 10 is less than or equals to 10. Yes, it is less than or equals to 10. Then it will print 10 multiplied by 2 equals to 20, then 11. 11 is less than or equals to 10? No. Now nothing will be printed. Now, because this condition becomes false, it will not execute this block. I had already told you that whatever written in curly braces, it is known as block. So the entire block will be ignored, and finally the program will exit with return 0. अब आप बताइए कि इसमें आपको कहाँ क्या नहीं समझ में आया. Is it easy or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is about while loop. Now come to for loop. Okay. I'm not showing you all the while loops. All the while loops will be shown according to its need. Now come to for loop. Same thing. Everything is there in for loop. Let me write equivalent of this in for loop. So whatever written like integer I up to this line, it is okay, but I will write here integer I equals to 1 directly. Then instead of writing okay, but we are going to create a for loop. For loop is much more advantageous loop. Okay, what is the structure of for loop? Let me explain you before this. So for initialization, semicolon, condition, semicolon, iteration, plus plus or minus minus. This is the structure of for loop. Now for loop will combine the benefit of while loop. So what is initialization? Initialization is I equals to 1. Just put I equals to 1. Then semicolon. You must remember that here semicolon will be there. Now what is the condition? I is less than or equals to 10. I is less than or equals to 10. Okay. What is iteration? Iteration is I plus plus. Fine. Then the same statement printf will be there. Printf percent slash n slash n, then percent d I multiplied by 2. Okay, no I plus plus is required, return 0. Just 1 second.
Sir, you are muted.
Okay, so now this is the structure of for loop. Here you can see that this shows the initialization. Let me mark you with a highlighter. This is our initialization condition. It is shown here. Okay, like, and this is our condition. So condition is given here, and then statement will be inside the block, and then iteration is given here, not here. Iteration will be given here in this for loop. Okay, so this is the structure of for loop, and same steps will be followed. Let me explain the for loop with the same example. Yes, so initially we start with for I equals to 1. So this is our I equals to 1, no problem. Then condition. So condition is checked. Now I am erasing this while, just checking condition whether the condition is true or false. If it is true, then it will go for next statement, that is our statement. Okay, and then it will print, and finally, and it will because of this it will print the thing, and it also increments the value of I. So value of I is incremented to 2, and then next iteration. Now value of I is 2, and likewise it start executing up to 11. Okay, as soon as 11 will be coming, it will stop here only. It will not go for this statement. Actually, the flow is I equals to 1, followed by this condition, followed by this, and then followed by this. Okay, any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sir,
Okay, yes, fine. So yes,
सर आई प्लस प्लस क्या डिनोट कर रहा है हमारा?
आपने एक्चुअली क्लास नहीं अटेंड की थी. C++ सुना है लैंग्वेज एक?
यस सर.
What is C++? C++ is iteration of C. C++ is improvement of C, and C equals to C++. Okay, C equals to C plus 1 gives you C++. Likewise, I++ is initial value is I. This I++, instead of writing I equals to I plus 1, we just write I++. Okay.
सो इसका फंक्शन क्या है?
And one more thing. I plus equals to 1 is also the same thing.
Okay, sir.
Fine. This increments. Suppose initial value of I is 1. Whenever I am writing I plus plus, it gives 2. The value of I becomes 2. Okay. So that's why this I is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because I had written here, what I had written here, this is the value of I actually. I plus plus. I plus plus is I equals to I plus 1. Initial value of I is 1 and I plus plus is 2. Understand or not?
Yes, sir. Got it. Thank you, sir.
So, yeah. Any other doubt? Formulating algorithm counter controlled repetition. Okay, loop repeated until counter reaches. Counter means the value. It is not counter and counter sort of thing. Counter means what is the value? I is less than or equals to 10. Yes or no? For this purpose, I am writing this I is nothing but it is known as counter. Okay. Definite repetition or definite repetition, number of repetition is known. Fine. A class of 10 students took a quiz. The grades integer in range of 0 to 100 for this quiz are available to you. Determine the class average of the quiz. So this is a little bit special problem. Here we know what is the, suppose there are 10 students. Their grades are 86, 92, 33, 45, 67, 87, 100, 100, 29, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 34. These are 10 students. Yes or no? Okay. And this is your quiz mark. Fine. Now, what is the procedure to calculate the quiz? You need to add this number together with this. It will give you result. And this is again added to give you result. This is again added to give you result. Add whatever result will be there, 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 and this will give you final total. Yes or no? And after that, total divided by 10 will give you average. The flow of program, it is not flow of program, it is arithmetic. तो आपको समझ में आ गया ये कैसे हम एवरेज कैलकुलेट करेंगे? How do we calculate the average?
Yes, sir.
And this is marks. Okay, marks or grade. This is marks or grade. Actually, it is not grade, it is marks, but no problem. So this is means this is first marks. Okay, so grade equals to what we need to write. Grade is given, total equals to grade total plus grade. Yes, total plus grade. Okay, so let me explain this sentence and then I will go to explain you this program. Here my statement is total equals to total plus grade. Okay, and initially total equals to 0. Fine. So initially what is the value of total? Total is 0. 0 plus grade of first student. Okay, this is 86. What is the answer? 86. Now come to next total. Because now total will hold 86 value. 86 plus next student's marks is 92. What will be the answer? This is the answer, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And likewise,
Yes,
you can add
yes.
all the numbers. Likewise, you can add all the numbers. Now total will be 178. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, let me run this program for you. So I am erasing all these things. Now you are able to get the value how to perform. So let us see how this will be done with the help of while loop, and I will show you the same thing with the help of for loop also. So just help me in creating the for loop, equivalent for loop. Okay, then here one interesting thing you can do, I am writing for loop. Okay, for this value is already initialized, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because
Sir.
we are running on counter. So this value is already initialized. So you can left it blank first place. No need to go for this place. In earlier time, what you need to write? For counter equals to 1, counter is less than or equals to 10, then counter plus plus. But because you have already initialized, then you can write for loop like this. You are writing this, there is no problem, absolutely no problem. But if you are writing this, means this place is blank, and then writing counter less than or equals to 10 and counter plus plus, both will work. Okay. Now, after that, the same statement from here to here you need to copy here, okay, and then this will be closed. And finally, the remaining portion of program is same. So here, any doubt to writing or converting while to into for? Any doubt?
No, sir.
No doubt. So let me explain with the help of while loop this time, because this program shows while loop. So I am going to explain you. So initially this program starts with total equals to 0. What is the value of total? Total equals to 0. Then counter equals to 1. So here I am writing counter. Then condition is counter is less than or equals to 10. Next statement is enter grade. And this statement is in combination of scanf. Okay. And then next statement is total. And next statement is counter. Fine. So what is the value of total? Total is total plus grade. And the counter's value is counter equals to counter plus 1. Fine. So let me start with this. So initially the value of counter is 0. This condition is true. Yes, 0 is less than 10. Enter and scanf. Scanf grade. Suppose 86 will be entered. Now total is what? Our total is 0 plus 86. Okay. And now counter's value is counter is set to 0. No. Counter is set to 1. Counter is set to 1. So this is wrong now. Okay. Now counter is 1 plus 1. Then 1 plus 1 is 2. Yes, true. Next marks is suppose 4 and 1. That is much better for me. Now previous total is 86. Now new grade is 14. So what is the answer? Whatever may be answer, you need to write. The value of counter is 2 plus 1 now. Then 3. This condition is also true. Then it is, suppose I am writing 90. Much better. Now what is the score? 100 plus 90. Okay. And then this is 3 plus 1. Fourth, now it is 4. Counter is 4. 4 is less than 10. Yes, it is less than 10. Enter. तो हमने enter कर दिया एक और marks, that is 50. Now this is 190 plus 50. Okay. And this will be 4 plus 1. Initial value of counter plus 1. This gives you 5. This gives you 5. Okay. Then 5 is less than 10. And enter or scanf. Next student's marks will be 60. So 190, not it is 190. It is how much?
240.
240
300.
plus 60. And then this will be 5 plus 1. Okay. 6. It is again 2. And suppose I am entering one more marks, that is 50. Why I am entering this 50 and 60? Because it is easy to calculate for us. We are not computer na. So this is 300 plus 50. Now this is 6 plus 1. 7. 7th condition, 7 is also less than 10. True. Then this is again, it has entered 40 marks. So this will be 350 plus 40. And this is 7 plus 1. Then come to 8. 8 is less than 10. Yes. Now next marks will be 60. Then this is 390 plus 60. Then this answer is 8 plus 1. Then ninth iteration will start. True. Again 100 marks will be there, and this is 400, not 400, 450 plus 100, and then this is 9 plus 1. Now 10th iteration will come. 10 is less than or equals to 10 is less than or equals to 10. Yes, so this is true. Again 100 marks will be entered by some fellow. Then this is 550 plus 100. Okay, and this is 10 plus 1. Now 11 is less than 10. No, false. Loop will break here, and finally up to this will be done. Now in this next stage we have received the total. What is our total? 650 divided by 10. So what is the answer? It is 65. Now printf will print the class average is 65. So is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
If you have any doubt, please ask. So what is our sequence? Initialize the variable, execute the loop, and output the result. So after completion of all these steps, okay, this will loop until the condition fulfills, and after 10 iteration, actually after 11th iteration, it will jump to here. So here this shows the execution sequence. Fine. In this you can see that and enter grade. This is actual output, and whatever I had shown in previous screen, how this program will run. This is our debug info, how this program will run. So this will be the steps by which the program will run. Now come to formulating algorithm with top-down stepwise refinement. Top-down, okay. Problem becomes develop a class averaging program that will access an arbitrary number of grades each time the program is run. We don't know how many numbers of students are there. How will the program know to end? Suppose abhi aapko pata tha 10 students are there. If 10 students are there, then while counter is less than or equals to 10 is good solution. Okay, but when unknown number of students, then how do we run counter? Up to what condition counter will run? We don't know. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is the problem with unknown number of, maybe these are, there may be 10 number of student, 12 number of student, or 0 number of student. So how will the program know to the end? Okay, this is our important task. Use sentinel value, also called single value, dummy value, or flag value. Okay, we are using yes or no. Yes or no. You want to enter more marks? Yes or no? Yes. Indicates end of data entry. I will show you in next slide. Loop ends whenever user inputs the sentinel value. This sentinel value is nothing. If you are typing no, it will automatically exit from loop. Otherwise, it will run forever. Okay, and it is always prompting you whether you want to enter marks or not. Here, sentinel value chosen so it cannot be confused with regular input, such as 1 in this case. So let me show you the program directly. Okay. Yes, this is simplest kind of for loop. Simplest while loop. While here, what is this? This is sentinel value. Okay, let me run this program first. It will create With this, float type of average will created. With this, integer type of counter grade and total will be created. Fine. So what is the initial value of total? Initial value of total is 0 and initial value of counter is also 0. Now let us run this program. So this program will prompt the user enter grade and -1 to end. If you are printing -1, it will automatically end the program. Fine. Now scanf. Scanf %d and grade, address of grade. So this will be the first. This will be the first input. This will executed once. This will executed once. Now inside while, what will happen? Initial condition is the grade. Okay, grade is not equals to 1. No initialization is there. Nothing will be initialized and no increment or decrement will be given. Then how this program will run? So let me show you. Because I had previously shown you while structure of while is initialization must be there. Okay, and then while condition must be there. Condition is there, but no initialization and no iteration. No iteration will be given. This is not given, this is not given. Then how this program will run? So while what are the parameters now? Total, counter, grade, and yes, grade. One more next screen will be there. Fine. So what is the value of yes? Any other thing is given? Nothing is given. So initially the value of total before this it was 0, and whenever the person has entered one value, suppose 45 will be entered. So the value of grade is already entered, and initially the value of total is 0. Total equals to total plus grade. So previous grade was 45. Okay, and 45. Now counter is counter plus 1, so it was 0 plus 1, and next step is scanf. Enter grade -1 to end. ये हर बार आपसे पूछेगा, ये हर बार लूप में आपसे पूछेगा। और अब आपने जो भी ग्रेड दिया, सपोज आपने दिया अगेन 45 you have given. Let me write 45 instead of writing 45, it must be 25, so that you may not be confused. Now because it is inside loop, now again, and what is our looping condition? Looping condition is grade is not equals to 1, -1. So grade is not equals to -1. This condition is true, it will go to this total equals to total plus grade. Now our grade is 25 and total is 45. 45 plus 25, and then counter will become 1 plus 1, and then again I am writing, suppose I had written -1. Then it will scan the -1, but it will go to this place and it checks whether this is -1 or not. If it is -1, then it will stop here, and the total will be how much? Total will be 70, and then number of student how much? Total will be this, and counter is 2. Counter is 2. You have entered marks of 2 students and the average. After that, average formula will be given. So until counter is not equals to 0, it is actually it is in combination with loop. Okay, so until this is not given, you just need to write this statement, and finally this program will exit. And this is the way how this program will exit, how this program will work. So this program is easier to you, or there is some problem?
No, sir, there isn't any that kind of problem in this.
Do you have some problem?
No, sir.
No problem. So are you able to run this program now? If you have any problem, I am sending the screenshot of this problem.
So can you copy paste the text, because that is much easier to run.
So with red color, so this is the whole program, and you need to check the program whether the program is written correctly or not, and in which step. If you are confused at particular step, just ask me. Just see the program once again and tell me if you have any difficulty.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
सर प्री इंक्रीमेंट और पोस्ट इंक्रीमेंट में डिफरेंस बता दीजिए.
अभी यहाँ
तो कंफ्यूजन हो रही है सर उसकी.
आपको समझ में आता है ना, प्री इंक्रीमेंट पोस्ट इंक्रीमेंट. कंफ्यूजन को छोड़ के बाकी समझ में आता है ना क्या है.
हाँ.
तो बस थोड़ा सा वेट कर लो, थोड़ा सा वेट कर लो. वो जो हमारी रेगुलर क्लासेस चल रही है ना, मतलब जो बैकअप क्लासेस चल रही है उसमें बता दूंगा मैं. ठीक है, बता ही देता हूँ, यहीं पर बता देता हूँ, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. Okay, pre-increment means increment operator is first and then the value integer 1. Okay, I. And post increment I then plus plus. Okay, so person may have doubt with different calculations. Suppose one calculation is given. There are actually many calculations. Suppose one calculation is given, I plus 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 I plus plus. So what is the value? So this is the memory, and this is the actual. So in case of pre-increment operator, in case of post-increment operator, suppose the value of I is 5. Okay, so it will take 5 as it is and then increment the value. Now incrementing the value will give you 6. Yes or no? I plus plus will give you 6, and after this 6 will be taken not. Yes, this is explained incorrectly. This is memory actually, and what value will be printed? Let me show you. So in case of this I plus plus, it will use first and then increment. Here, this is the value, use first and then increment. So the answer is 11 in this particular case. Okay. And suppose this will be the post increment case of post increment plus plus I and plus plus I. If you want to add these two things, I'm going to explain only these two examples, okay? Or maybe two more example. Fine. So this is plus plus I and this is plus plus I. And if you want to add these two numbers, the value of I, suppose it is 5, then this will increment first. Okay, this will increment first and use later. So what is the value? 6. It will increment first and use later. Then again this will increment first and use later. The final value is 7. Now this will become 7 and this will become 7 and final answer is 14. यहीं पर डाउट होगा आपको.
Yes, sir.
है ना? So this is the thing. जब आप यहाँ पर ऑपरेटर लगा लेते हैं तो ये पहले इस तरह से वर्क करेगा कि पहले इसने वैल्यू को इंक्रीमेंट किया, बाद में यूज करेगा, देखेगा कि और कोई ऑपरेटर तो नहीं है. यहाँ पर भी इसने चेक कर लिया और यहाँ पर भी इंक्रीमेंट होने के बाद जो भी फाइनल वैल्यू आई, अब इसके बाद तो आपके पास कोई स्कोप ही नहीं है, तो ये फिर 7 को पूरा यूज करेगा. ठीक है, एक और हम देखते हैं. I equals to 5. This is plus plus I and this is I plus plus. Okay, now what will be the answer here?
एक्सक्यूज मी सर.
हाँ
सर मैंने कॉन्वर्जेशन में एक पिक भेजा है, प्लीज आप देख के बताना. मैंने वो जो आपको
ओके, यहाँ प्रॉब्लम आ रही है ना आपको? ये ऑनलाइन कंपाइलर की वजह से.
ओके सर.
इसमें क्या है, आप वैल्यूज एंटर नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. वैल्यूज एंटर करने के लिए एक और ऑनलाइन कंपाइलर होगा, वो दूसरे कंपाइलर पे आप चले जाइए. या यहाँ पर एक जो दिया हुआ होगा प्रीवियस वैल्यू करके कुछ होगा, एक ऑप्शन होगा वहाँ, उसमें आप 10 वैल्यूज डाल के रख लीजिए.
सर पहले मैं प्रोग्राम से कर रहा था तो उसमें 3-4 वैल्यू डालने के बाद जब वो मैं 5 वैल्यू डाल रहा था उसमें, तो फिर वो उसके आगे एंटर नहीं हो रही थी वैल्यू, बस 5 तक ही अटक गई थी फिर.
ओके, तो
शिफ्ट हुआ.
just send me your text to me in WhatsApp and then I will explain it. Okay.
ओके सर.
Okay, so this is our program plus plus I. So what it will do first, it will increment the value first, it will increment the value first and then use later. Again this I plus plus will use value first and then increment later. Then final value of this is 7. So the answer is 30. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
आप इसको रन करवा के देखिएगा और फिर कोई कंफ्यूजन आएगा तो बता दें, है ना? सिमिलरली एक और हम कर लेते हैं. फोर्थ कॉम्बिनेशन इज I प्लस 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 I. सेम आंसर आएगा. ये बॉक्सेस जो है वो मेमोरी है और जो आउटपुट है वो एक्चुअल में हमने यहाँ लिखा हुआ है. तो I की वैल्यू इनिशियली 5 है. इट विल यूज 5 फर्स्ट एंड देन इंक्रीमेंट. इट विल इंक्रीमेंट फर्स्ट and then use. So the answer is 12. Okay, समझ में आई बात क्या नहीं? इसमें ऐसा क्या हो गया और इसमें ऐसा क्या हो गया? Fine. So this is the way and you can likewise you can use. If you have any doubt, any further doubt, then you can ask me later. Fine. In the class of increment and decrement operator. Now Nayan has sent some problem. Nayan भेज दिया आपने WhatsApp में? Have you sent this code? Okay, so for now I am closing this class and I will explain all these things later on because already time is over. So let me download your attendance and stop recording.